So the round ones, obviously, lotus flower, right? If you are really, devoted to Buddhism, lotus flowers are very good choices. And these are all baked clay. So some are durable, but it's more like a terracotta baked clay, so that they can absorb some water, but water dries out, and the water comes again and dries out. But it's much better than just straws or natural ingredients. It's a little bit more sturdy. And this is very important. What does it look like? Anybody? Does it look like?
Smiling face.
Yes, so the title is a smiling face of Silla. So people call it's a Shilla's smile. So it's more like a vernacular face of ordinary citizen. And you can see the protruding cheeks, right, like a cheekbones. So it's definitely the sign of smile. The lips are a little bit round. So this is so this broken roof tile is a popular item for advertisement or wrapping papers or souvenirs. You will find this anywhere in the souvenir shops, but it's called the Shilla's smile. And then you have, do you remember the 4 guardian animals in the tombs? So they can be sort of stylized for kind of roof decoration. So in that sense, these are secular, not really religious. Phoenix or tigers or dragons. And then important element is not only the roof, but floors also tiled with baked clay. So these are beautiful lotus patterns. There are more choices. These are all floor tiles. It's not the roof tiles. Some of them are stone carving, not just the baking, stone carving as well. And then this is a digital rendering of Hwangyongsa Temple, the yellow dragon temple. So you need a lot of roof tiles like this. These are correct digital rendering. This doesn't exist anymore, but the roof tiles are important. And underneath these galleries, you can also put that floor tiles like this. So they create beautiful city. And this is a digital rendering of Kyungju, the capital of Silla, so that there is no mountain right in the middle. So this is crescent-shaped river flowing, and then the palace is here, and then the main people were living in the other side of the river. And then there are many temples here and there. Hwangyongsa Temple, Hwangyongsa Temple is right here, the 9-story Buddha. And then aristocrats are also living on either side of the river around the temple, around the palace. So that doesn't exist anymore. It's a digital rendering. So currently just have buildings, and then what is it? Yeah, these are the half crescent shape, and this is that 9-story pagodas, right? And then we don't even have that. There is some water, so but the river is a little dry out. So Hwangyongsa is here, so it's here. So this area is the other side of the river, somewhere around here. But in one of these areas, we are going to have this astronomical tower. So you can see astronomical tower soon. Before we go there, in the palace area, there was a large artificial pond, man-made pond. And then in the middle, there was even 3 small islands. And that area was excavated for 10 years. And because this is a pond inside the palace, a lot of precious objects were thrown into the water. So that the secular art that I am talking to you are, often discovered from here, like all those roof tiles or floor tiles. Many of them were excavated from this Anapji pond. So it was constructed by King Munmu shortly after the unification. So again, this is the rendering. So originally it was this large, and they created that three small island so that royal family can enjoy the boat ride instead of going to real boat. Real river. They are going to enjoy it within the palace complex, and then they can have parties here. Very nice garden. And this one, 포석정, is not here, but in Namsan. Namsan is the southern mountains away from the palace, but in the springtime, the royal family and other ministers had springtime picnic in Namsan. And when they go there, they have this drinking party around this 포석정. It says pavilion of stone abalone. It looks like a shape of abalone, the seashell. So what happens is, if you fill this stone canal with water, somehow your vessel, container will float around it. So ministers and guests are going to sit around here, and then king is going to float the wine glass, and then if it stops right there, then this person will drink, and then another wine glass comes, and if this stops here, then he will drink. So they have a drinking game, and then they can also compose poems and other things. So Anakji is currently restored like this. The archaeological park is created. So these are the pavilions that I was talking to you, but these are completely new construction made in 1980s. And then they refilled the pond with water. They vacated water for about 10 years because they were excavating it. But then after the excavation is over, they refilled it. So if you go there as a tourist, you can still see Anakji. But a lot of objects that we've seen were excavated from here. So this is important. It's in your test, 첨성대. So it's really unique shape. What does it look like? Everybody, any idea what does the shape remind you of?
It looks like a furnace. It looks like a furnace.
Furnace. Oh yeah, like a chimney or furnace, right? Like smoke can come out of it, like made of cut stone. Somebody else?
It kind of looks like the funerary
monument
bowls and stuff that they were making.
Oh, funerary bowls. Okay. Somebody else?
It's like a modern day telescope.
Modern day modern day observatory?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, previously my students told me that it looks like a Coca-Cola. Do you know the Coke bottle? The Coke glass bottle. I cannot draw very well, but like a Coke bottle is a little, like a little curved, right? Or people say it looks a little bit like a milk bottle, glass milk bottle. But I guess more, I guess, academic in a way. So this is astronomical observatory made by Queen Sunda shortly before unification.